Welcome back to the Bad Influence Podcast, Relationship Wednesday, where we tell you the truth about relationships. I'm the bad influence that you need in your life, Jordan Banderas. Did you know that relationships are not just about romance? They're about the potential for personal and mutual growth? If you think otherwise, you're missing the point. Because the right partner doesn't just make your heart flutter. They stretch your limits, challenge your excuses, and light a fire under you to become the best version of yourself. Their role is not just significant, it's inspiring. The truth is, the person you're with can either propel you forward or chain you to your old ways. And if you're in a relationship that doesn't spur your growth, you might be settling for a half-lived life. So today, we're exposing how to build a partnership that fits your ambition. I've been there, thinking it was enough to find someone who gets me and watch Netflix in cozy pajamas. I'll be honest with you, when my wife met me, she saw potential I couldn't see in myself. She refused to let me coast, and that changed everything. She told me flat out, I see potential in you. If you need to go to therapy, go to therapy. If you need it, start a podcast. When I told her that I wanted to start a podcast, she was like, start it now. Go for it. I've got your back. Even before her health challenges, she believed in my ability to do more, to be more. And that unwavering support was a game changer for me. But let's face it, too many people are stuck in relationships that keep them stagnant. You know the drill. One partner's content with the status quo and the other one is itching to break barriers. You feel torn between rocking the boat or staying comfortable. This is urgent because life is short. Every year you spend with someone who doesn't help you evolve is a year you'll never get back. If you're feeling that itch of, is this really it? That's your wake-up call. It's time to take action. Because being in the wrong relationship can dull your drive, your ambition, and your hunger to grow. You start thinking small, lowering your goals, and suffocating your dreams just to keep the peace. But that peace is an illusion. Before we jump into solutions, I want to share my story about how I nearly let comfort hold me hostage until my wife's unwavering faith kickstarted a whole new mindset. Back when I was floating through life, thinking mediocrity was fine, my wife straight up said, I see something special in you. Why are you not chasing it? That question punched me in the gut. I had no real answer. She helped me start therapy, which I had brushed off as unnecessary my entire life. Why? Because I'm a guy. That's what we were told. Like, you don't need therapy. So I was like, I don't need it. But after she got sick, I realized our lives could change in an instant. Suddenly, my own excuses felt pretty weak. So I went, and it opened my eyes to how much more I could become. Her belief became my safety net. When fear crept in, what if I fail? She was like, so what? Fail forward. We built this insane dynamic where both of us refused to settle. That mutual encouragement, it's priceless. It's something that you need in your own relationship. And looking back, if she hadn't seen my potential, I might still be drifting. But the transformation didn't happen overnight. It took open communication, a refusal to cuddle each other's comfort zones, and a shared vision of becoming better every single day. When two people commit to leveling up, it's not just about personal wins. It's about creating a ripple effect in every area of your life, your career, your health, your spirituality, you name it. It's a synergy that makes 1 plus 1 equals 3. And guess what? That synergy doesn't show up by accident. It's cultivated through honesty, sacrifice, and a mutual promise to never get too comfortable. Because comfort zones might feel nice, but they choke growth. In a supportive partnership, you learn faster, heal quicker, and dream bigger. You have someone to lean on when doubt creeps in, and someone to keep you in check when you start playing small. That's a priceless combination. But how do you build this kind of powerhouse relationship if you're not in it already? Or how do you reboot an existing one that's gone stale? First, be transparent about your aspirations. Don't hide your dreams for fear of being too ambitious or unrealistic. Lay it all out. Your partner deserves to know who they're walking this path with. Next, encourage them to do the same. Real growth is a two-way street. If you're soaring and they're just watching from below, guess what happens? Friction builds. You've got to lift each other up. Swap books, share goals, brainstorm game plans. Third, set up regular check-ins. This isn't just about how was your day, but are we still pushing each other towards the big picture? That's how you check in. Because you can have a million cozy nights in, but if you're not checking your trajectory, you risk coasting. And finally, commit to celebrating every win, no matter how small. It sounds cheesy, I know, but those moments of high-fiving each other's progress reinforce the idea that you're a team, not two individuals coexisting. Now, what if you sense resistance instead of support, which it can happen? A partner who mocks your goals or belittles your efforts, right? That's your sign something deeper is off. You can't force them to change, but you can decide what you're willing to accept. If you keep shrinking your dreams to fit a relationship that doesn't nourish you, you'll wake up one day resentful and full of regret. And that bitterness, it poisons everything, from your outlook to your daily interactions. You might say, but I love them. Well, guess what? Love alone isn't enough if it sabotages your growth. A truly loving partner respects your evolution. If they can't, that's a hard conversation waiting to happen. So don't ignore those red flags. Address them head on. If you can't reach a mutual understanding, you might have a bigger decision to make. But let's talk about some practical ways to revive a relationship that's lost its spark. Try a goal swap exercise. You each write down 3 personal goals, then switch lists. Spend some time brainstorming how to help each other achieve those goals. It's a cool way to see if you're really invested in the other person's vision. Then, plan monthly growth dates. Instead of just dinner and a movie, focus on activities that stretch your comfort zones, like taking a workshop together, volunteering, or even tackling a puzzle that challenges your brain power. Also, create space for honest feedback. This is important. My wife and I do this. Not tiptoeing around issues, not playing nice when the other one is slipping. It's tough. I know it's tough because I've been through it. But doing this cements the fact we're allies in progress, not just companions. If the tension is too high for a calm conversation, consider therapy or counseling. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a power move. My wife's supportive attitude about therapy helped me unlock parts of me I never knew existed. All these strategies hinge on one critical piece: your mindset. If you believe your relationship can't grow, guess what? It won't. But if you decide that everything is possible with enough dedication, you'll find a way. Reframe challenges as opportunities. Instead of saying, we're arguing so much lately, this is awful, think, we're hitting friction because something's off. Let's fix it together and come out stronger. That shift in perspective changes the game. Take it from me. When my wife fell ill, I could have wallowed in defeat. Let's be honest. I could have just done that. But she dared me to see it as a chance to grow closer, to fortify our bond, and to fight harder for the future we wanted. That crisis became a catalyst. And if you're nodding along, thinking you want that next level bond, keep listening because I got more information for you. I'm about to lay out more hands-on techniques for fostering an environment of continual growth. And one of those techniques is try a shared vision board, actual, poster, or digital. Slap on images, quotes, and goals that represent the life you both want. Put it somewhere you'll see daily so it fuels your collective ambition. Set aside one day a month for a retrospective. Ask, what did we crush this month? Where did we slack? How can we do better? Approach it like a team meeting. No guilt, just constructive feedback. Look for mentorship, either as a couple or individually. Whether it's a coach, a therapist, or even another couple you admire, outside perspectives can break blind spots and accelerate your progress. I can tell you, that will help you so much. And here's a big one. Consistently practice gratitude. Thank your partner for the little wins, the everyday kindnesses, and the silent sacrifices. Gratitude keeps you humble, united, and hungry for more. You might wonder, but Jordan, what if my partner isn't into growth? That's a good question because I wonder that with my wife. And if that's the case, sit them down, share your dreams, and gauge the response. If they can't get on board or at least cheer you on, it might be time to rethink the relationship. I know it sounds harsh, but it's true. It's for your best potential and for a better future for you. Oh, but we're too busy to focus on all these goals and check-ins. Well, make time. If your relationship is truly vital, carve out space. And now we're a week or 15 minutes a day. That's all you need to do. You need to just set enough time to be able to talk and figure out what's going on. Because that small investment can transform your entire dynamic. Oh, but I'm scared they'll resent me for pushing them. Well, that's understandable because you can't control the reaction, but you can control your intention. If it's coming from a place of love and shared progress, you're doing your part. Remember, staying silent and settling for mediocrity only breeds long-term frustration. Better to have those tough talks now than to carry regrets later. Understand that growth is not linear. You'll have highs, lows, and plateaus. The key is staying committed during the dull moments. That's where most couples fizzle out. Plan moments of connection, try new restaurants, activities, or travel spots. Connection sparks dopamine, which reinvigorates your sense of excitement for both life and each other. Also, keep personal passions in play. Your partnership doesn't mean you lose your individuality. The more you develop your unique strengths, the more you bring to the table. Iron sharpens iron. Remember that. And if you're ever tempted to coast, think back to why you chose this person in the first place. If it was love, then let that love be your springboard for unstoppable growth. So here's the bottom line. Beyond romance lies the power to shape each other into extraordinary versions of yourselves. A partnership that fuels personal growth isn't just a pipe dream. It's a choice every single day. And that's it for today. I want you to share this episode with anyone who's feeling stuck in a so-so relationship. Let's wake up people up to the fact that love can be the ultimate catalyst for self-improvement, not a roadblock. This is the Bad Influence Podcast, and I'm your host, Jordan Banderas, reminding you that if my wife and I can defy the odds, even through her sickness and personal doubts, so can you. And smash that subscribe button, drop a review, and let's flood the world with couples who refuse to settle. Because life's too short for good enough. We're here for exceptional. Now, go out there and demand more from your partnership. Demand growth, demand evolution, demand the kind of love that makes you both unstoppable. Because when two driven individuals join forces, there's no limit to what you can achieve. The choice is yours.